Hey y'all, welcome to Art of the Budget. Here's a quick August check-in in the garden. So up here on the posts, things have been on the post, but these catnip plants have survived. This one is definitely going to seed. Over here, this baby, it's been doing well. Okay, let's go on inside. Down here in the little random area, things are doing fine. All of these flowers have died, but the foxglove, I think, seems to be coming back, and I know that there will be little baby borages. Once you have borage, you'll just have borage forever. Over here, the peas are here. I went ahead and left some of the pods on, and I think that I'm letting them dry so I can maybe use them. Is this how you do that? If anyone knows, let me know. So yeah, they're pretty much out. I'm just waiting for the pods to dry and then I'll take them out. We've still got a few raspberries growing, which is nice. And I'm definitely going to make sure to prune this correctly. If anyone knows how, let me know down below. Most of the lavender is pretty much out. Pretty much kind of drying up at this point. Over here where those herbs used to be, there's still nothing here. There's still some peppermint growing. And I don't remember if I've mentioned this, but I had a drawer where I was keeping all of my seeds, and a bunch fell out of the packets onto the bottom, and I just dumped them here to see what I would get. And I think I'm getting some kale, maybe a carrot, and then I'm hoping that this is just a baby calendula. So the calendula was here, and I'm letting that go ahead and dry up. Parsley's just drying up. Another lavender. This one's still got a bit of color. Over here, most of the onions have been harvested. I can't remember if I've shared that before, but I'll drop a pick in right here. And this basil, which I grew from seed, is doing really well. I actually just picked off the top of it because it was starting to bolt. The other basils that are in the ground haven't been doing as well. And as y'all know, besides the onions, this whole bed has not done well. These greens haven't bolted, so I'm hoping that they may still do well in the fall. I don't really know what the problem was. I'm wondering if my soil amendments made the soil too hot. So that's something I'll have to think about for next year. I'm thinking that next year I might actually get the soil tested. Over here in tomatoes and cucumbers land, the cucumbers have really not done well, although there are some flowers right now. So both the cucumbers and the tomatoes I put out pretty early. It was pretty cold. Frankly, it's the end of August and it's basically already fall. So I guess maybe I'm gonna need to think about some kind of covered system. So using these hoops maybe to make a small greenhouse, hoop house type thing. I'm just gonna stay over here. Most of the nasturtiums have dried up. The marigolds are still going strong. I've gotten some cherry tomatoes. As you can see, this San Marzano has not done well, really, ever. But there is one little red one and one little green one. This one over here, which I forget the name of, it's like Early Girl or something, actually has some babies, so we'll see if I'm able to harvest those. Nothing has been prolific by any means, but I do want to show you this speckled Roman. There's only been, this green one is the third one. This red one is the first one to get ripe. But damn, they're beautiful. There's violet. So yeah, that's the tomato situation. Over here, I've actually had some pretty good luck with the carrots. I've gotten some on the larger side, and there's Violet eating the collard green. But the beets just have not worked at all. They just have not grown. If you look, they're just like teeny tiny, and the few that got a little bigger that I picked got really bitter. So I don't know if this bed is on a tilt and maybe they were just getting sort of not getting protected by the soil enough. I really don't know. However, my little romaine is finally starting to crop up, and so is this little lettuce. So I grew both of these from seed, and they're just starting to kind of get big, which is cool. All of our friends over here are doing great. Some of them are kind of dried up. I don't know if it was in the last video, but this peppermint was from the bed over there, and it's really I like pruned it back, and it's really come back nicely. Here's all of the sunflowers. So these tall buddies, they kind of want to go over the fence where the deer can eat them. So this one that has two, so these are the gigantic ones. They actually got eaten by a deer, so it took them a long time to get it back together, make two flower heads, but they're hopefully going to bloom soon. Most of the little ones have bloomed, which has been really cool. I really cannot focus that well with one hand. Over here we've got thyme, which is doing okay. I did start to kind of come back, but there's a lot of dead stuff, so this was another thing that I transplanted from the bed. These chives, I recently cut them all down pretty low and froze a bunch for the winter, and they're coming back just great. And this is, what are you called? This is what is it called? Oh, so over here we've got marjoram that I transplanted, and I'm pretty sure that's marjoram coming up down there, so I will make sure to trim this back a little more before winter comes. And let's see, over here I've got right here, this is 8-ball zucchini, and I don't know if I just was not watering enough, if the soil was too hot because of the amendments I did to most of everything, or what, but I've always dreaded growing zucchini because they're supposed to be so prolific. I got 3, so I don't know. However, over here, this ground cherry, which just to show you the fruit grows like this, kind of like a tiny tomatillo. And when they're ready to eat, they actually fall on the ground. I actually ate like 3 before I shot this video. Anyway, it's been doing really well. It was a little tiny plant when it started. It's grown all over that container, and they've been so delicious to eat. They kind of taste like a berry, like a cherry, but like with a tomatilla texture. And this particular one is called pineapple ground cherry, so it has kind of a pineapple flavor. Anyway, last but not least, good old strawberries. Just been keeping them watered, and we'll definitely split them up and give them to people again next season. So yeah, that's where we're at. This is the end of August, though this video will probably go up in September. So I will see you in the next one.